Ending traffic with Elon Musk's The Boring Company. Traffic is one of the most frustrating things you could experience. Instead of cruising at a leisurely 40 miles per hour, you're stuck in one lane honking and screaming your lungs out at other drivers. If you live in the middle of a metropolitan city, you might experience this every day on your way to work or even on your way home. Before we get into today's discovery, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on post notifications so you won't miss out on the exciting stuff we post each week. Today, we will be talking about The Boring Company, also known as TBC. It is not to be confused with the Boeing Company. We are going to talk about what TBC does and how it could affect our daily lives. The Boring Company. TBC. TBC is an infrastructure and tunnel construction company founded by Elon Musk. It looks like Elon Musk has his hand in anything that has to do with transportation these days. You shouldn't be surprised if the first flying car comes from a company he founded. But today, we aren't talking about flying cars, although I bet they would be an excellent way to evade traffic. We will be talking about The Boring Company and what they do that can potentially affect mass transit. TBC was founded on December 17, 2016. Since then, the company has been designing loop, intra-city transit systems. Some of these loops would be able to support the Hyperloop system that is still in development. The intra-city loop tunnels can be used for intercity and even interstate travel. TBC has managed to complete one tunnel for testing, and this is situated in Los Angeles County. There are some loops under construction in Las Vegas, and some other tunnels are pending permission. You might be wondering how tunnels would solve the hectic traffic issues that we experience in our day-to-day life. Well, TBC plans to beat traffic with underground skates. The network of underground tunnels built by TBC are meant for transporting cars on high-speed skates that can travel at 130 miles per hour. Now that's how you beat traffic. Traffic makes life horrible and people feel miserable. The available 2D travel model cannot suffice to make transportation any easier. The recent ways that have been proposed to reduce traffic are flying cars and electric jet planes. Elon Musk brought this idea and is working towards making it a success. How will the system of tunnels work? You might be asking yourself, why not use flying cars to solve the problem of traffic? Wouldn't that be a better option? Elon Musk was asked the same question at a TED Talk, where he revealed his plans for the tech company and how he plans to eradicate traffic. He said, and I quote, "If there are a whole bunch of flying cars, that is not an anxiety-reducing situation. Traffic induces anxiety. Being in the air doesn't make it feel any different. Most people grip the seats and clench their teeth together, worrying about a plunge to their death that would almost likely never happen. So, flying cars might seem to be an alternative to traffic, but it doesn't reduce anxiety. So how are these tunnels going to beat traffic and make shuttling around easier? Back on the streets, a parking space is enough for exit or entry into the tunnels. Some that look like and work as an elevator would take your car down from street level into the tunnel. The platform then becomes the skates that take you through the tunnel at about 155 miles per hour. Theoretically, a person can get from Westwood to Los Angeles International Airport in 5 to 6 minutes. This trip takes 40 minutes with the usual road transit. Elon Musk revealed his plans at the 2017 National TED Talk. One of these tunnels has been completed in Las Vegas. It is being called the Convention Center Loop, or the People Mover System. Elon Musk's idea seems like a great one, and if it becomes functional, it just might be the answer to traffic. But some limitations might make this idea not have any effect on road transit at all. What are the limitations of TBC's tunnel system? Electric vehicles, or EVs. Many people have cried out on the internet that the proposed loop isn't a public transit system. The Convention Center Loop in Las Vegas is indeed not a public transit system. The loop is proposed to transport over 4,000 people in 1 hour and reduce the walk on campus that takes 16 minutes to a mere 2 minutes. When speaking to The Verge, The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority CEO, Steve Hill, confirmed it. The tunnels and skates are designed to be used by electric vehicles only. Although Elon Musk claims that other EVs from different companies would be allowed to use the system, we still don't know how true this is. You can fit Tesla's Model 3 and Model X on the skates. There is also talk of a train that will be modelled based on the chassis of a Tesla. All I see here is Tesla. But that is not the point for now. If the tunnels are only for EVs, sure, that would get some cars off the road, but will it get people off the road? The answer to traffic might be fewer cars off the road. But are there so many EVs out there that cramming them in a tunnel would reduce traffic? If the loops were used for mass transit of passengers, it would be like some sort of subway, but faster, cleaner, cheaper, and easy to access. The Boeing Company might not put a dent in traffic problems at all if this feature is limited to electric vehicles that can carry a maximum of just 5 people upon descent and ascent. A businessman's pipe dream. Under Elon Musk's control, the Boeing Company would revolutionise the entire transport system if it could design the loop for high-speed and high-capacity vehicles. There are speculations, though unfounded, that since the tunnels are only available to EVs, it is a bid to sell more Teslas. So, owning a Tesla would mean the added benefit of zipping around the city underground and getting to wherever you are going on time. Most people would want this, and this could, in turn, create a greater demand for Teslas. Suppose the loop is designed to be a mass transit system. It should encourage people to leave their cars at home and transit to work with no trouble, instead of making them purchase EVs. Elon Musk has also said that cyclists and pedestrians will get greater precedence over cars. But in a system where only cars are inside, I wonder how that will work. Complex systems. It might be easy to dig a tunnel. The systems and machinery that would need to be put in place for the system to be functional are complex. The proposed electric skates seem to have been cancelled. At a loop system test ride in LA in December 2018, the promised electric skates were absent. Instead of the skates, all we saw were a set of small retractable wheels that will lock the car onto a paved track, turning Tesla SUVs and sedans into what's called a rail-guided train. When Elon Musk was quizzed about the change, he mentioned that the skates were a more complicated thing. The rail guides are what works. This might be a disappointment, but if there are no electric skates, it means the cars would move on their tyres at those speeds. This just makes the tunnels isolated underground highways. There is also the gaping hole left behind when the skates take the car down to the tunnel. In the demonstration that was shown, the hole was left open till another skate came to take its place. This can be dangerous to unsuspecting drivers or pedestrians who do not pay attention to their immediate surroundings when on the road. How much do these tunnels cost? It costs almost $1 billion per mile to make a Los Angeles subway extension. I imagine how much it would cost to build the complex systems Elon Musk envisions. It is small when compared to this humongous price tag. Elon Musk plans to cut down the price of these holes by reducing the hole's diameter, only 12 feet wide, much smaller than the usual 28 or 26 feet, and using a machine that reinforces the tunnel as it digs. This would allow the process to go more quickly. For example, the completed loop in Las Vegas is also 1 mile long and has had only $52.5 million spent on it. It means that the tunnels would be cost-effective and can serve as a long-term investment if it works. Is TBC working on the future? The Boeing Company might fix traffic, but not in the way we all expect. The loop system would be great for getting a fraction of cars off the road. It would also help to promote a cleaner and safer world by reducing the use of carbon-emitting vehicles. If Elon Musk manages to bring the Hyperloop system to life, and these can be calibrated or refitted to accommodate the VAC trains, it definitely would be something. You could think of this concept as wormholes. You drive in one end and drive out the other. If only they could be faster, it would almost feel like you were teleporting. Underground people movers is still a concept idea. and, like all new concept ideas, has not been unveiled in full yet. There are still many engineering challenges that need to be tackled and technological improvements that can be made. The future of transit is pivoting towards more speed and more safety measures and less anxiety-inducing traffic. Let us know in the comments below if you would use one of these stations. Why or why not? Thanks for watching.